Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to start now. I think whoever comes late will join us. So last week we did the server fundamentals. This week we'll start with Laravel. It will include installation, but that should come later. So just to recap, we installed we the task was for us to install servers onto our local PCs. Tab, I'm sure you installed, although you got some problems. Uh,
Yes, I did.
yes, Shepang, I'm not sure if I think this is your first lesson. Okay, okay. So this week, what we'll do, we'll just cover introduction to Laravel. We'll describe what full stack development is. We'll cover the reasons for using Laravel. Then we'll set up our Laravel environment. Then I'll discuss the infrastructure. Then the model view concept pattern. Then key folders in Laravel. Then the basics, which include routes, controllers, views, blades, templating, then PHP fundamentals. Then at the end of the document, I'll put some essential commands that you can use, uh, and that's it. So we'll start with the introduction. So, so what is full stack development? It encompasses the entire web application process from the user's interface to the server side logic. Front end, that's the visible part, which includes HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Like when you come to a website, that first part that you encounter is the front end. Then the back end, that's what the front end uses to display and return logic. So it we use technologies like PHP, Python, Ruby, and Node.js, which is a JavaScript server. Then the full stack developers possess a wide range of skills, enabling them to understand and work on all aspects of an application, which is incredibly valuable for both individual projects and team collaborations. And also, if you're a full stack developer, I must add your pay will always be higher than any other developer because you can do much more. Then, why Laravel? Laravel is it's like the most popular web applications. It's elegant and simple. It has clean syntax and intuitive design, making it easier to write and maintain code. It has rich features. It has a lot of features, including routing and authentication, database interaction, caching, and more, significantly speeding up development process. Then also it has like a very big community. Like if you want to start on an application, it's easier for you to find an application that someone has already started. Then the blade templating makes it very easy to build views and layouts and manage layouts. Then it uses modern PHP and ensuring promoting best practices and ensuring security. Then prerequisites ensure you have PHP 8.1 on your system. So if you installed WAMP or XAMPP server, then it should install PHP. Then you should install WAMP or XAMPP, then you should install Composer. So the first steps is to create a new Laravel application. Let's just do that quick shortly. Okay, so we've already installed WAMP server. The next thing is to start WAMP server. With WAMP server, you can see I have several WAMP servers here, but I'll start this one here, which is the 64-bit one, because it's the latest server that I've just installed. Okay, you can see here the icon. It shows the server is starting. Once all the servers, MySQL, PHP, I mean MySQL, as Apache, and once all the servers have started, it will turn green. So it's now orange, meaning that uh, one or two servers have started, but not all of them. Okay, now all the servers have started. You can just confirm it by clicking here. So MySQL has started. Apache has also started. Okay, and then you can alternatively you can right click on it. Okay, let's confirm the PHP version. Um, PHP is 8.2, which is the correct version. Then what has stopped here? Start all services. Let's just start all services again. Okay, all the services have started once more. So the first thing we're going to do will be to will be download Laravel. So I'll just go to Laravel, download. I'll get the one at Git on that the one that is hosted on GitHub. Okay. The next thing will be to download it as a zip file. Okay, I already had a copy, but that's okay. So I'll just go to the folder and extract it. Okay, once we've extracted it, I'll cut it and take it to my WAMP server. So WAMP server is installed on WAMP server, then in the folder www, and I'll paste it here. So the next thing I'll do is to open it on command line, Remember, I've already installed Composer, so all I'll need to do is install now Laravel. I'll use the command Composer install. Install. Okay, let's now install Laravel. I'll open a command prompt window and then I'll use the Composer Composer install. This may take a few minutes depending on your internet speed, or if you don't have all the prerequisites, you'll keep getting errors. But each error can be fixed. Okay, it has finished installing. Next, we'll have to generate a key for the site. We'll use the PHP artisan key generate. Okay, it gives that error because we don't have a .env file. So we'll just go to the root folder of our application and rename this file to .env. .env. Just run the command again, and thus it's done. So after that, we'll have to start the Laravel server using the PHP artisan serve command. The Laravel server has now started, and we can now access it on the URL http 1.27.0.0.1, and the port is 8000. Before we we access the Laravel application on the browser, we just need to go through the M file and see the configurations that have been sent, that have been set. So I'll open the M file here, and you see the app name is Laravel. Then the app env is set to local. This is the key that was generated. App debug is true, which means it will show errors. Then the time zone, you can change your time zone from here. I'll adjust that at a later stage. Uh, then the most important part is here, the DB connection. Because we are using MySQL, we'll just change this to MySQL. Then we'll uncomment these lines here. So next, I'll have to go and I'll have to start the MySQL database server and create this database. The username is root and there's no password for now. I'll secure it once I've deployed it in a live environment. So I'll open the control panel of one server. Then I'll go to PHP myadmin. You can click on it and then it will open it. But I'll just go to the browser, localhost, PHP myadmin. Since there's no password, I'll just log in as root. Then I'll go to databases and create a database called Laravel. We'll use the UTF general encoding. Yeah, this one. Create it. Okay, so now we have the database. We'll start creating the tables, but before that, let's run a migration on the Laravel server to install the necessary tables. We need to open another command prompt window. Then we can run the migration command, which is php artisan migrate. As you can see, it has installed 4 tables. It has installed 4 tables. We can just check on the Laravel database. It's actually quite a number of tables, so it has installed the tables, but the main table here is the users table that we'll bother ourselves with in the next few chapters. But for now, we can see all the database tables are there. So once the tables are there, we can now access Laravel on the browser and it should render. So the site is now loading. This is the default site. We've not yet done anything. Over the next few weeks and months, we'll start building our application. But for now, all we needed to do was to install the Laravel application, then we'll start developing. Before we start developing our application, we'll need to install Laravel Telescope, which is a debugging tool, which is a very useful debugging tool. Then we'll use the, the command to install Telescope, which is composer require telescope, Laravel Telescope. This command will install the telescope service on our application. So the installation is done. Now we'll just have to finish the installation using the PHP Artisan Telescope install command. That command will install the actual application. Then it has finished publishing everything. So we'll just confirm on the browser. But let's first check the database because it should be the telescope tables should be in the database. So we had 9 tables previously. Let's just refresh it. I think we need to run the migration for it to finish. PHP Artisan migrate. Okay, so that should install the telescope tables. And now we have 12 tables. And we can just confirm that the telescope was installed by checking it on the browser. Yeah. And just go to telescope. And this is it. Any request that comes through the server should reflect here. So you see, it has already seen. If there's an error, once we start using the database, the errors will show here, and it will be easy for us to debug. We'll go through Laravel Telescope with time, but for now, all we need is to install it and to make sure that it's functioning. Thank you.